In a rare interview, Johnny Depp discusses growing up in rural England and being shy. This pirate has anchored his ship across the pond. Recently, Johnny Depp gave a little glimpse into his life in Somerset, a remote region of England where he has been residing. The Pirates of the Caribbean star mentioned that the area in southwest England offers him a life that is more subdued. I won't be besieged by people begging for selfies when I enter stores. Up until a certain point, I don't mind, although occasionally it feels a little crowded according to People. Depp spoke to Somerset Life magazine for their April issue. People asking for my autograph or a quick talk don't bother me, but I want to keep my family's private time to myself. British people are laid back and will greet you without being overly formal, as if you were a neighbor. Although Depp is used to getting attention from fans, he admitted that he isn't as outgoing as people might think. I'll admit that I'm a really bashful person, he stated. One of the best things about Britain, and particularly Somerset, is that it's good that I can just be myself. Depp observed that each of his residences had a specific function after considering all of them. Simply put, I adore distinctive locations. I own several homes spread out over different locations, and they are all significant. I adore locations with personality. I have a variety of homes, all of which has special meaning for me, explained he. I have them for use and because they are a little special, not merely to say I own them. According to Metro, Depp bought the £13 million home in 2014, which includes 12 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. After meeting Amber Heard on the production of their 2011 movie The Rum Diary, the actor became engaged to her in the same year. Later, in 2016, Heard filed for divorce from Depp after his ex-wife published an op-ed in the Washington Post in 2018 calling herself a public figure representing domestic abuse. Depp sued her for millions of dollars in 2019. The published piece depends on the central premise that Ms. Heard was a domestic abuse victim and that Mr. Depp perpetrated domestic violence, according to previous statements made by his attorneys in court documents. They also claimed that she allegedly concocted the story in hopes of generating positive publicity and to advance her career. Heard and Depp faced up in court in Virginia in 2022 after Heard countersued her former for $100 million in 2020. A jury convicted Heard guilty of defaming Depp in the 2018 op-ed after a trial that lasted more than 6 weeks. Depp received $5 million in punitive penalties in addition to $10 million in compensatory damages. Later, the punitive damages were lowered to the $350,000 state statutory maximum. Heard stated that she made a very tough decision to settle the defamation action in December of that same year. Heard had initially intended to challenge the judgment. Heard at the time stated on Instagram, "I defended my truth and in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed. I have lost faith in the American justice system after my unprotected testimony became entertainment and social media fodder. I make this decision." Depp's team released a statement in response to her decision to settle, saying, "We are glad to formally close the door on this difficult chapter for Mr. Depp, who made clear throughout this process that his priority was about bringing the truth to light."